Students, in this video, I'm going to discuss penalty function methods for constrained NLPP. As the name suggests, here we will use penalty as a function to convert a constrained optimization problem into unconstrained optimization. Okay, so here penalty function method is used to solve general NLPP by reducing the constrained optimization problem into a series of, remember, a series of unconstrained optimization problem. So we will get a series of unconstrained optimization problems. Thus, this method is named as sequence of unconstrained minimization techniques, in short SUMT. Fine. Now there are two types of penalty function methods. One is exterior penalty function method or simply penalty function method. Another is interior penalty function method or barrier function method. Okay, so here exterior penalty and interior penalty. What is the difference? So in exterior penalty function method starts from the point outside the feasible region. Okay, so method starts from the outside the feasible region. For example, here this is the region, shaded part. Here is the point outside this started point, and then we are moving towards the feasible region. That is, so a function method starts from the point outside the feasible region, that is point from infeasible region, and solve the series of unconstrained optimization problems to get solution in feasible region. Okay, so here basically in this method what we will do, we are, suppose example is this. So here suppose this is the feasible space, the shaded part is the feasible region. So here we will start our method outside the, so here we will select the point x0 starting point, and then slowly we are tending towards the this. Okay, we are moving in this direction, slowly. So we are getting a series of unconstrained optimization problem, and somewhere here is the solution x star. Okay, so this is the target. So this is the exterior penalty function method. Exterior penalty function method. However, in interior penalty function method, method starts from a point in feasible region and solve the series of unconstrained optimization problems to get solution in feasible region. Okay, so here we will start the problem to solve the problem from interior. So in interior penalty function method, again we are having same region. Here this is the shaded part, solution is somewhere here x star. Okay, suppose, so we will start the problem solution here, x0 is the starting point, and then we are moving in this direction, here to here. So this is the approach. Here we are started from outside the point and then moving inside. However, here we have selected a point inside the feasible region, and then slowly we are moving towards the boundary or towards the optimum solution. This is the interior point. This is the exterior point method, this is the interior penalty function method. Okay, so this is the difference. I hope you understand the difference. Now let us consider a general NLPP problem. Minimum of f of x subjected to the constraint gjx less than equal to g, where j is 1 to m. So these are total m number of constraint. Here x is in n dimension, x1 x2 xn, n tuple in Euclidean space Rn. Okay, so if we apply Lagrange's multiplier technique or KKT conditions, then generally problem may be written as So in these both these techniques we will combine these two in a single function, which is like this: f of x plus summation cj gjx. Cj is basically the Lagrange's multipliers. Cj is basically the Lagrangian multipliers, okay, where j is from 1 to m, subjected to x belongs to Rn, which is unconstrained optimization. So this is the technique used in Lagrange multiplier technique or KKT conditions, okay. However, in penalty function method, in penalty or barrier, because this is exterior penalty function method or penalty function method, simply interior penalty function method or barrier function method. This is also known as barrier function method, okay, or this is simply a penalty function method. Penalty function method. This is barrier function method. This is penalty function method. Okay. So in penalty function methods, that means both are penalty function methods. Exterior penalty, interior penalty. So in penalty function methods, penalty is introduced if there is violation of constraints as follows. So here we will use this penalty minimization f of x plus cpx, where px is basically the penalty function. Px is the penalty function and c is basically the constant. This is the variable constant. This is the constant, okay. And here remember x is any point from the set S union Rn. What is S? S is basically the feasible space generated by the constraints. So S is nothing but gjx is less than equal to 0, where j is from 1 to m. So S is basically this feasible space generated by the constraints, okay. Now here the question is, what is C, what is Px? So now what is C and what is Px? Okay, so this is the procedure how to find out this. But here C is a constant and Px is a penalty function satisfying the properties. These are the properties. First property is that Px is continuous. This is a continuous function. Second is Px penalty should be greater than equal to 0. Third is Px tends to infinite, tends to 0. Px tends to 0 when x approaches to the boundary of S. Okay, and this condition is for penalty or exterior method. That means for this method Px tends to 0 for exterior function method, because here you are started from outside the domain, so some penalty is introduced, and hence whenever you are moving towards interior, then finally you reached the solution inside this, and obviously when you reached inside this, your penalty will be 0. So initially you are having very high penalty because you are away from the feasible space. Then slowly you are moving towards the feasible space and your amount of penalty is reduced step by step, and finally when you reached to your optimum solution, then your penalty should be 0. That's why Px is tending to 0. Okay, this is the meaning. Now in second, Px tends to infinite when x approaches to the boundary of S for barrier or interior method. Here in this case your penalty should be infinite because you are started from inside and you are moving outside this. You are moving in this way outside. So it may be possible that you are moving outside this point, and that's why your penalty is infinite. If you are moving above, beyond this, if you are moving beyond the domain, then your penalty is very high in that case. Okay, I hope you understand. the logical definition of this px. So this suggests that in both these methods, for exterior penalty or interior penalty, the choice of px should be different, because in this case px is tending to 0, however here px is tending to infinite, so the nature is different, and hence for exterior method particular px is different from the method interior penalty function method. So here the choice of px is different, however in exterior penalty function method the choice of px is different from interior penalty method. Okay, so that's why, because the nature of px is different in both these methods. Okay, let's see the application. You will see how to apply this. So first we are taking an example. Here minimum of f of x is x, subjected to the constraint x is greater than equals to 5. Okay, so here what we have taken, the problem is this: f of x is x, minimize this, subjected to x is greater than equals to 5. So if you draw this is your x-axis, here is the barrier, x is equals to 5. This, since x is greater than equals to 5, so this is your domain, this is your feasible domain. Okay, this is your feasible domain. Now fx is equals to x, this is like y is equals to x, this is like y is, so that's why this is the y is equals to x function. So x equal to 5, this is the domain, this is your feasible space here, and this is your objective function, this is your objective function, okay. So now this is the objective function. Now as per the penalty, what you will do, minimum of f of x plus cpx. We don't know what is c, we don't know what is px, we don't know. So now let px is, say this, the choice of px is, suppose this, maximum of 0 to 5 minus x, this 5 minus x, because you can rewrite this as 5 minus x is less than equals to 0. Why we have selected this form? Because if you will see the problem here, gjx is less than equal to 0, so we are converting our constraint this in this form, 5 minus x is less than equal to 0. So here is, this is your gx. Okay, so here we have taken actually maximum of 0 and gx. Okay, maximum of 0 and gx. What is gx? 5 minus x, 5 minus x. Okay, so this is one choice. Another choice may be, or you may take maximum of 0 gx whole square, another choice, or say cube, or say power 4, and so on. So let's say for simplicity, this is linear, this is non-linear choice, or maybe any other. This is not the particular, these are just the example. Okay, so in this case what we have taken, px as maximum of 0, 5 minus x, because maximum px is taken as maximum of 0 of gx. So this is your function, this is your constraint, x is equal to 5, and this is the feasible space. Okay, now here, so now the problem is what? Problem is how to solve this problem. So now we will take, suppose here, so here if we take px is, this is the non-linear choice, this is the linear choice. Okay, so here Non-linear means high penalty. Here we have not taken very high penalty. If you are taking square, then the penalty is very high. Okay, so now suppose we take high penalty. So before this, what is the logic behind this? Let's see. Logic is that if you take x is equal to 6 and if you take x is equal to 4, if you take point here outside the domain, this point is outside the domain, then what will be the penalty? If you are taking this choice, linear choice, so put x is equal to 4 here, so maximum 0, 5 minus 4, so maximum of this will be 1, so penalty is a positive quantity. Okay, so if you are taking point outside the domain, then penalty is high. However, if you are taking the point here inside the domain, then maximum of 0, then 5 minus 6 is obviously 0. So there is no penalty. So at this point, no penalty. No penalty. Here penalty px will be 1. High penalty. Here px is 0. No penalty, high penalty. Okay, so this choice of function is very good choice, because here we have penalty, here is no penalty. Okay, however, if you are taking the non-linear one, then at this point x equal to 4, at x equal to 4, so this will be 0, 5 minus x whole square. So this implies px at 4 will be what? 4 means 5 minus 4, so maximum of 5 minus 4, 0 or 5 minus 4, so obviously maximum of जो भी आएगा उसका square कर देंगे, so here will be 1. At this point px is 0. This is at x is equal to 4, at x is equal to 6. Okay, again same result. ठीक, so now penalty is decided, this is decided, but what about cx? What about c? So that's why here suppose we have taken, so this is shown here, if x is 6 in region, then no penalty, px is 0, but if at x equal to 4 outside the region, px is 1. Okay, so now suppose you are imposing high penalty, suppose you are choosing out of these two choices, suppose you are choosing this choice. Let's see. So suppose we have selected px is this function, we have selected as px. Okay, so now what is your function is minimize f of x plus then this, minimize this plus cpx. This is equals to x plus c. F of x is x. F of x is x plus c and maximum of 0, 5 minus x whole square. Okay, suppose we have selected this choice. So this is written here. Okay, so px is maximum of 0, 5 minus x whole square. Okay, so now here we have simply taken as x plus c, because maximum of these two, if we are starting from this penalty function. Okay, so if we are moving from the outside the domain, if we take the point from outside the domain, then what will be the result? Outside the domain means high penalty, inside the domain means low penalty. Okay, so here if we are taking px is equal to 5 minus x whole square, this will be the function if we are starting from where? Outside the domain. Outside the domain. So for outside the domain, for exterior method, exterior penalty method, px एक्सटीरियर के लिए क्या हो जाएगा, यहाँ से कुछ वैल्यू आएगी, यहाँ से आएगी वैल्यू, जस्ट लाइक हियर फॉर एक्सटीरियर पॉइंट this 1 is due to this factor 5 minus x, similarly 5 minus x, but for inside this the value is obtained from here, 0 0. This 0 is due to this 0 0. So that's why if you are choosing your exterior penalty function method, then your px will be from here is 5 minus x whole square. So this is 5 minus x whole square for exterior penalty function method. Okay, so here we are taking this, and now if we don't know c, what is c? We don't know. What is c? We don't know. So that's why if we what we will do, we will take started from c is equal to 0.1. So let c is 0.1. So what will be the problem? X plus 0.1, 5 minus x whole square. Okay, this is our new function, say z. So now dz by dx is equals to 0 implies we get 1 plus 0.2 5 minus x into minus 1, so minus is there, this is equals to 0. So from here what is your x? X is equals to 1 here, 5 minus x, this 5 minus x is equals to 1 upon 0.2. So this will be 5. So x will be 0. Okay, x will be 0. So you will see this point is outside. Point is outside the domain. And hence update c. Okay, so now let's see, c is equals to say 0.5. Then z will be x plus 0.5, 5 minus x whole square. Then again solve this, dz by dx is equals to 0. This gives you x is equals to, from here what we will have? We will have 1 plus this 1 5 minus x into minus 1, this is equals to 0. So this implies 5 minus x is equals to 1, and hence x is 4. X is 4. Again point is outside the domain. So now revise c. So this is problem 1, this is problem 2, this is problem 3. So now c is suppose 1000. Suppose c is 1000. Then z is x plus 1000, 5 minus x whole square. Okay, then dz by dx is equals to 0 implies 1 plus 2000, 5 minus x into minus 1 is equals to 0. So 5 minus x is equals to 1 upon 2000. 1 upon 2000. So x will be 5 minus 1 upon 2000. Okay, which is approximately equals to 5. And hence we can say that we will get the solution nearby 5. This is boundary. This is the boundary. Okay, so here, so you will see that 0.1, 0.5, 1000, that means c is tending to infinite. Slowly your c is tending to infinite, so that you are getting the solution near boundary. Okay, so this is the, so now if you will see the graph for the first one, for 0.1, this is the problem, and this will be the curve. Okay, here c is 0.1. When you are taking c 0.5, you have this problem, x star is 4, and this will be the curve. So at this, for the first curve when c is 0.1, this will be the curve. Optimum solution is x star here, which is 0. X star is 0. Okay, now in the second one, when c is 0.5, problem is this, x star is 4, so solution is somewhere here. This is your 4, solution is this. This is your curve. This curve x plus 0.5 5 minus x whole square. This is your curve, this curve, and solution is this. X star is 4. Now in the third, when c is 1000, problem is x plus 1000 5 minus x whole square. X star is nearby 5. So this will be the curve. This is your slowly. This is the curve. So let's see. So here started with this. Here. So here we have started with this problem. This is for c is equal to 0.1. Okay. Then this is the solution. X star, which is 0. Then this is 4. This is 4. This is 5. So when you are taking 4, so here is the curve. Second curve is this. C is equals to 0.5 and solution is this 4. Okay, this is your x star. Slowly you will see that you are moving in this direction, and in the last you will see that your solution is nearby here. Your solution will real. So this will be the curve. C is equals to 1000 finally, and solution is nearby your boundary. Okay, so this will be the curve. Slowly this will be the pattern, and you will see that you will get the solution at the boundary point. Okay, so and also justified from here, minimum of f of x is x, but x is greater than or equal to 5, so minimum occurs at 5. So x is equal to 5 is the solution. Okay, so this is the method. Now in this, if we take another penalty, function as px is minus 1 by gx. Okay, so px will be minus 1 upon what is gx? Gx is 5 minus x. So minimum x plus c px will be x minus c upon 5 minus x. Okay, now here we have started with this choice is taken for the interior one. However, this choice maximum of 0, maximum of this 0 5 minus x whole square is taken for exterior. This is for the exterior one. Okay, and this choice of function is considered for interior one, Okay, so now here x minus c upon 5 minus x. Now if you take c is equals to 1000. Okay, so here what we have taken the problem x, this is suppose z is equal to x minus c upon 5 minus x. Now let c is equals to 1000. Okay, so what is z? Z is x minus 1000 5 minus x. So now dz by dx is equals to 1 minus 1000 5 minus x whole square into minus 1. Put it 0, then get x. So x star will be from here 36.6, and this star is in the domain. This point is in the domain. What is the point? Here 36 point something is here. 36.62 is somewhere here. Okay, so if you draw this curve, this will be the curve, c is equal to 1000. Okay, now when you update, this is first method. Second one is c is say 100, then z will be x minus 100 divided by 5 minus x, and then after getting dz upon dx is equals to 0. When you solve this, what you will get? X star is equals to say 15. So here is 36.62, here is 15, and the curve is this. This is your curve, second curve. So this is for c equal to 1000. This second curve is for c equal to 100, and slowly c is say 10. Then z is x minus 10 by 5 minus x. Then dz by dx is equals to 0 implies x star is equals to 8.16, and the corresponding curve is this third one, this curve C is 10. Okay, so you are looking that your curve is slowly moving towards the boundary, and the final one is this is for C is equal to 0.001. so for 0.001, x star is 5.03, which is nearby the boundary. So solutions occur at the nearby the boundary. Okay, so what you will see, here is 1000, here is 100, here is 10, and slowly you will see that your C is tending to 0. C is tending to 0. Okay, so in interior function method, here C is tending to 0 nearby this, and solution is again 5. So this is the interior penalty function method. I think you differentiate. So you can see that here important is note point is that for interior penalty function method, we have taken px as minus 1 upon gx. Second is C tending to 0. For exterior penalty function method, we have taken Px as maximum of 0 gx whole square, and here C is tending to infinite. This is the note point. Okay, so here we have taken another example, minimum of x minus 7 whole square subjected to x is greater than equal to 10. So we can rewrite this as 10 minus x is less than equal to 0. That means gx is this. So now the problem is f of x plus cpx. So here we can also write down this type of function as some another function, say q c of x and cx, c and x, because c is again a parameter. Okay, so c and x we can also write down this as. So here this is basically this q of cx, which is fx plus cpx. So fx plus c maximum of 0 gx whole square for exterior one. Okay, so f of x plus c maximum 0 10 minus x whole square. Okay, so what is fx? What is fx? Fx is x minus 7 whole square plus c, and from here 10 minus x whole square, because we are using exterior one. Exterior means penalty will be 10 minus x whole square. So 10 minus x whole square, and x star will be 10. Okay, as c tending to infinite, what we will get? We will get this solution. So let's see. So here if you will see here, what we will get, q of cx is equals to fx plus c px. This is equals to x minus 7 whole square plus c maximum of 0 10 minus x whole square. Okay, now for exterior penalty function method, for exterior one, this will be x minus 7 whole square plus c. Exterior means penalty will be imposed, so 10 minus x whole square. Okay, because we are taking the point outside the domain. Outside the domain, that means some penalty is introduced. So penalty will be from this 10 minus x, and square is there, so square. Okay, so now here what we will do? We will do dq upon dx. dq upon dx. What will be? 0. So this will be twice x minus 7 plus twice c 10 minus x is equals to 0. So from here what we will take? x, just divide by 2. So x minus 7 plus c 10 minus x is equals to 0. So this implies x is 1 minus 10, 1 minus c, x into 1 minus c is equals to 7 plus 10c, 7 minus 10c. So what is x? X will be 7 minus 10c divided by 1 minus c. So this can be written as, here this is basically can be written as this. So here is this. So if you take 7 common here, or minus 10 minus 10c plus minus 3 divided by 1 minus c. So this can be written as 10 into 1 minus c minus 3 divided by 1 minus c. So 10 minus 3 upon 1 minus c. This is x. Okay. Now here, as per the note point, what we have, as per the note point, for the exterior penalty function c tending to infinite. So when you take c tending to infinite, x will be 10 minus 0. So this will be 10. So 10 is the solution. 10 is the solution. Okay. So this is represented here. X star is 10. This is the reason, as c tending to infinite. Okay. So this is the reason, and you will see the graph. The graph is this. This is the 10 boundary. For c is equal to 0, this will be the curve. For c is equal to 5, this will be the curve. For c equal to 500, this will be the curve. And slowly you will get the solution nearby this 10. Okay, this is for the exterior penalty function. Okay, so this is the way how to solve the problem. I think you understand the reason. Now, if you slightly change the problem, minimum of x minus 7 whole square subjected to x is less than equal to 10. So your gx will be x minus 10 less than equal to this, and then your problem is like this. You just take this star. Here is c tending to infinite. This is the f of x minus 7 whole square plus c maximum of 0 x minus 10. This is the problem. Okay, ये मैंने पहले गलत बता दिया था. ये है c is tending to infinite. Okay, so x minus 10, here is 10 minus x. So x minus 10 whole square. So x minus 7 plus c x minus 10 whole square. Okay, अब हम क्योंकि exterior ले रहे हैं, यहाँ पर भी exterior. So in this way, what will be the domain? In the first problem, domain is this side. However, in the second problem, domain is this side. Okay, this side. Okay, so when you are taking second problem, we are started from here, outside the domain. In the first one, x is this, we will start from here. So slowly we are moving in this way in first problem. In the second problem, we are moving in this way. This is second problem. This is first problem. This is first problem, this is second problem. Okay, so I think you understand the way. In the next video, we will discuss about the penalty or exterior method. Okay, we will discuss this method in more detail, and then we will develop basically this theorem. We will develop the theorem, and then finally we will get the result. Okay, so I hope you understand this. Thank you.